Thank you for tuning into another video from JRM Recaps. Today we will be discussing the 2009 film, District 9. Hope you enjoy. Spoilers ahead. The film opens with a documentary-style series of interviews that introduce the story. 20 years earlier, a spacecraft showed up above Johannesburg, South Africa. It hovers over the city for 3 months without making any contact. Eventually humans, excited to make contact with an alien species, decide to cut into the spaceship. They find a large group of aliens who are sick and malnourished. The aliens are deemed as being their working class, with their leadership strangely missing. It is speculated that a plague might have killed all of the leading aliens. Grainy film footage shows part of the spaceship, believed to be a command module, tumbling to Earth, but no one has been able to find it, leaving the spacecraft floating but completely inoperable. The aliens are allowed to leave their spaceship and live on Earth, but are housed in a disgusting government camp, which is for the most part made up with weather-beaten 1- to 2-room shacks. The extraterrestrial true race is never uncovered, so they are referred to as prawns, a derogatory term alluding to the bottom-feeding sea creature they look like, or once in a while as non-humans. Militarization and severe overcrowding transform the region into a ghetto known as District 9. A huge black market is set up between the aliens and a group of Nigerians, led by Mumbo, a paraplegic warlord. The Nigerians run interspecies prostitution as well as trade canned cat food to the aliens for their high-tech weapons. The cat food has a similar effect on the aliens as catnip has on cats. The present story takes place in 2010. Patience is running out over the outsiders among the human population of Johannesburg, and command over them has been instructed to Multinational United, MNU, a privately owned business that shows little care for the aliens' welfare. MNU's real plan is to get their hands on the aliens' high-tech weaponry, but its integration with alien biology renders it useless to humans. A MNU field agent named Wikus Merwe is assigned the job of moving 1.8 million aliens to a new location, District 10, located 240 kilometers from Johannesburg, with assistance from private security agents working for MNU. The MNU team serves warrants for the relocation of the aliens and finds a large amount of contraband, including weapons, in many of the shacks. Wikus himself supervises some of the inspections with help from Kubus Venter, a combative MNU military agent whose tactics with the aliens are savage and ruthless. In a nearby shack, an alien named Christopher distills a strange dark substance that has taken him 20 years to track down the parts for it, and stores it in a little black cylinder. While serving an eviction notice to Christopher, and looking through his shack, Wikus finds the cylinder which squirts the substance onto his face. He finds himself almost instantly nauseous and takes the cylinder as evidence. Wikus gets back to his office and becomes more and more sick over the course of the day, as the symptoms of the dark liquid become more prominent. He returns home that night and collapses at a surprise get-together in his house. He is hurried to a hospital where a doctor finds his left arm has transformed into that of a prawn's. Wikus is then arrested by MNU, the cylinder is seized, and a series of experiments are performed on him. The most shocking thing they discover is that his DNA has been altered to the point that he can use the aliens' weapons with both his alien and human hands. The scientists find that his DNA is currently in balance with the alien DNA, which is gradually changing him completely into a prawn. With the consent of Wikus's merciless father-in-law, they choose to harvest his body for biological material at this critical point, to see whether they can get a similar reaction in other human subjects. However, during the attempted dissection, Wikus overpowers his detainers and breaks free, escaping from MNU. Trying to get back home, he sees MNU agents are already there. Advancing across the city, he is shocked when a bulletin notice is put out for his capture, with doctored footage showing him having disgustingly fornicating with one of the aliens. With no place else to go, Wikus finds somewhere to hide in District 9. Wikus goes back to Christopher's beat-up shack where he comes across the alien's small son. It is hinted that Christopher may be a surviving member from the Prawn leadership, since he shows substantially more knowledge on how alien tech functions, probably has or at least found the command module, and interacts with MNU authorities more articulately than most of the other aliens. Searching throughout the inside, Wikus is stunned to find that hidden under the shack is the spaceship's command module. Christopher explains to Wikus that the cylinder he confiscated was the power source that could power the module to return to the spaceship, as well as the technology to fix his ongoing transformation. To recover the cylinder from MNU, Wikus steals some alien weaponry from Mumbo and his gang, with Mumbo promising to catch Wikus and eat his mutated arm, due to his witch doctor thinking it will empower him to be able to use the alien's weaponry. With Christopher's assistance, they attack MNU and are able to recover the fuel cylinder. While there, Christopher finds that MNU has been subjecting his people to horrible experiments, before he and Wikus battle their way back to District 9. After seeing how the humans are treating his race, Christopher's priorities have changed, with him claiming that Wikus's cure will need 3 years to fix. Christopher is now trying to figure out a way to seek help for the other prawns in Johannesburg. Furious, Wikus knocks out Christopher and powers up the command module himself. The MNU soldiers target Wikus and obliterate one of the command module's engines, which makes it crash land inside District 9. After Wikus is caught by MNU, a fight between the MNU soldiers and Mumbo's gang breaks out. After a big firefight, the Nigerians catch Wikus. Right before Wikus's arm is cut off, Christopher's son, utilizing the command module's controls, activates several systems in the spaceship, including the autopilot routine of a mechanized battle suit. It kills Mumbo and his men after they try to shoot it. Wikus enters the alien battle suit, and after at first trying to flee, returns and saves Christopher. Equipped with a lightning cannon, tracking rockets, and a powerful machine gun, Wikus starts to battle the MNU men. After getting knocked over by an anti-tank sniper round, he persuades Christopher to get back to the shuttle without him, over Christopher's objections. Christopher makes a promise to Wikus that he will return in 3 years to fix his body. Christopher then boards the shuttle and initiates a transportation beam which returns the command module to the spaceship. The spaceship powers up with a loud boom and takes off. On television, people cheer as the spaceship leaves Earth. Wikus's battle suit is hit in the back and the suit ejects him. Wikus, extremely injured, starts dragging himself away from Kubus Venter, the last man standing of the MNU soldiers, but is caught right away. As he plans to shoot Wikus, other prawns show up, attacking and dismembering Venter. The film closes with another series of interviews and news broadcasts, giving human opinions on the events that unfolded. The aliens are moved to District 10, which currently has 2.5 million aliens living there and is continuously growing. One of Wikus's co-workers hacks the MNU mainframe and exposes their illegal experiments to the public. There are many contrasting theories on what ended up happening with Wikus. Some people think he either left on the spaceship, is in hiding, or was caught by MNU. A few interviewees speculate that the aliens are going to return with an entire army and declare war on mankind. An interview with Wikus's wife uncovers that a small metal rose was left on her doorstep. Wikus has previously shown his affection for his wife with similar handcrafted gifts. Her friends have told her that it could not have possibly been from Wikus, but she seems uncertain. In the final scene, an alien with a bandaged left arm is seen in a junkyard, making a rose out of scrap metal. Thank you for watching our recap. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for future videos. Also, try some of our other videos displayed on screen.